The IoT landscape is incredibly crowded, and Aris has a very unique set of differentiations that make it very unique in that landscape. Recently, we've done a remessaging around that and identified the term for us future proven, and it's really based on our long history of experience and results and knowledge in the IoT space. I was recently at a Gartner symposium where they put up a landscape image of all of the different IoT companies currently in this space, and there was literally thousands of logos and names, people all trying to add value to the IoT space. And so you have to ask yourself, who's best? What actually makes a difference when you're trying to choose an IoT provider? And it's actually quite simple. It comes down to three things: focus, experience, and results. And Aris has a very unique play in each of those areas. Focus is first and foremost, and Aris is 100% focused on IoT. Our entire history has been about building IoT solutions and products. And that's something that very few people can say. If you look at the landscape, you'll see a lot of big name players who you know from other areas of high-tech industry, but they've come into the IoT space, but that's not where their key focus is. Often they are slapping an IoT bumper sticker onto the back end of a product that wasn't built for IoT. Aris, on the other hand, we've been built for IoT from the ground up. We were in the Internet of Things before it was even called that. Actually, even before machine-to-machine was even a term that was used widely. And that amount of focus really allows us to have a keen insight into what will make an IoT solution very successful. When you look at the landscape, you see a lot of newer players that are entirely focused on IoT, but they're very new to the game. So this is where experience becomes really important. If you have somebody who has only been doing this for 5 years, they just don't have the breadth or history of what makes something really successful when you go into the field. Aris has that history. We've been there, we've done it, we know where the bodies are buried, and that makes us have a very unique perspective on how to make our customers really successful with their business goals. And the third and probably most important piece is really results. You may have heard the stat recently that says 80% of all POCs for IoT fail. And that really tells you that just because a company has IoT in their name and can go out to the field with a proof of concept doesn't actually mean that they can successfully launch a full-scale deployment. Now, Aris has a long history, over 2 decades of experience in this space. We've done multinational deployments with major customers like Honda and Hyundai, and also customers in other industries, including solar and cold chain, fleet management, all across the spectrum of IoT. So when you're looking at who you're going to choose to take your IoT solution out into the world, you want to take somebody who has a history of success, and that's what Aris really brings to the table. So it's the combination of those three things. It's the focus, it's the experience, and the results. Those three things together, finding one company that has all of those components. And Aris is very unique in that way. And that's why we see ourselves as future proven.